Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video and another episode of my MotoGP 19 career mode here today for episode number 13. If you guys missed the last episode, you can go check it out by clicking on the card in the top right hand corner of your screen. In those episodes, we actually done Catalunya and Assen as the two races in that episode. Today, we are here for the Sachsenring and also Brno as the two races in this episode. And there you guys, go check out the last episode before we delve into any further spoilers and we jump into the career mode menu screen. Now, for this episode, guys, we're going to first of all put some upgrades on the bike because we've got a few points to spend. So, as you can see in the bottom right, we've got 55 development points to get on the bike. So, we're going to put those on straight away. And there's a few options here, but what I'm going to go for is one for the frame, and I'm going to go for another one on the engine braking because we haven't done any work there yet. So, hopefully that will improve the slowing down into the corners. So far, the bike, you can see in the top right, really looking pretty damn good here. And the upgrades are doing a good job. And at the minute, it's looking like a very competitive package. The electronics as well are doing a very good job, and they're pretty much maxed out. So all in all, things are looking good. In terms of the championship, in the last episode we took the lead for the first time ever in this season, and we're 4 points clear of Jorge Navarro in P2, so a good way to approach the midway point of the season. And in today's episode, like I said, we're racing at the Sachsenring in Germany, one of our favourite tracks on the calendar, and then we've got Brno, a very long lap, a very tricky lap, and a very challenging circuit. So we're going to see how we get on in both of these episodes. First of all, though, we're going to kick things off at Germany at Sachsenring. So let's get into practice, and let's try and set the benchmarks. Okay, so currently back in the garage, we've smashed the first program for the distance analysis. The pace was on the limit. You know, we just beat the time threshold on our second attempt, but the line was good. Now we're going to move into the quick lap simulation and see if we can try and beat that 24.9 and try and set a benchmark that's good enough to get into Q2. So let's get to it. This is costing me a little bit of time, which I don't really want to lose, but hopefully it doesn't affect us too badly out the final corner. And there we go. We go fastest, 24.3, so that's good. Another practice program in the books, and that lap will be good enough for Q2, I think. Let's double check the lap times and see where everybody is as we move into Q2, and let's have a look. So currently we're 3 tenths up. It seems like they are running softer tyres here. Softs and mediums are the order of the day, so we're looking pretty good. I reckon that lap will be good enough. Still no sign of the big boys. Navarro's down in P13 there, Marcel Schrotter down in P10, but still, I think that lap will be fine. So let's jump into qualifying and let's get to work. Okay, then into Q2, and not in first place, actually in P4, so others did improve, and kind of how I expected, to be honest. Look at that, Schrotter and Navarro just behind me as well, so they also improved their lap time. So it could be a close fight for qualifying, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's jump into it. Wow. Damn, I went down. I had to put the brake on because that rider just came right across and I didn't want to crash, but I put the brake on too much and it's a big crash. We'll have to reset to the pit lane and try again. Very strong lap. Very happy with this one. Let's have a strong end if possible. There we go, nice and tight to the apex on the power. This time no traffic. That was a nice lap, I really like that. 23.8. That's a good benchmark already. Let's go back to the pit lane and we might go out again on fresh tyres, but let's see how the lap times progress. I think though that lap could be pole. Very good lap. Okay, so we're currently inside the 9-minute mark, and that pace does seem to be genuine. Only Tom Luthi is within 7 tenths of my gap, and the AI are actually all running soft or soft medium or medium soft, but seems like, you know, when they run the softer tyres and we've still got the pace, that means that the pace is genuine. So I reckon that lap will be good enough. So I'm going to take a chance and say that lap will be okay, and we're going to jump into the race. Right, so that lap was indeed good enough as we secure pole position ahead of Thomas Luthi in P2 and Luca Marini, the man who won the last race in Assen, P3. And then further down we've got Marcel Schrotter in P6 and Jorge Navarro starts all the way down in P9. So it's looking good for us in terms of the championship rivals, and we've got a very, very good seat for the start of the race. Now let's jump into the race and try and convert this pole position into another race win and try and extend our championship lead. Here we are then on the grid for the German Grand Prix at the Sachsenring, one of the best circuits on the calendar, notorious for its extreme amount of left-hand turns and very few right-handers. But you saw Tom Luthi there is Luca Marini in P3. Could he repeat what he done in Assen in the last race here today? We'll have to find out. There's Fabio Di Gianantonio all the way down in P10, and of course we start from first place here today in this race on pole position. So first of all, let's do some tyre changes. There we are on the front row. We're going to strap on, I think, a soft medium. We can get away with that today. I think it should be okay. It might be close, but actually no, I'm going to go medium hard again. I'm not going to take any chances. I'm just going to go medium hard, play it safe. I want to have tyres to be able to push, and the race will come to me later on. So I'm going to play it safe, go medium hard. So yeah, let's see how we get on then. Let's jump into the racing, and let's see if we can try and win this race. Here we go then. The 5 red lights come on here at the Sachsenring for the German Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. Not a terrible start, definitely not my best one. And the acceleration does seem to be a little bit poor. Into turn 1 though, Thomas Luthi picks up the inside line. I'm going to have to go the long way round. We're P2 though, we hold on. Marini doesn't come through, so that's good. So only one bike gets past at the start, which is not too bad. Probably one of our best starts this season. As Thomas Luthi takes first place, the veteran in the intermediate class of course. To be fair, he's not much of a threat, so even if he wins the race, I'm not too concerned. I just want to stay in front of my rivals in P2, but if I can win the race, that'd be great, because it'd be extra points. Luthi, though, getting the hammer down early on here, as I'm trying to switch on these harder tyres. So far, just trying to find that confidence. I want to see also on the left-hand side, see where my rivals are. Marcel Schrotter's up to P3 now, so the Donnervolt bikes in 1-3. They're going very strongly here already. A little bit wide there, I've got to be careful with that. But Marcel Schrotter making a move very early on, and Thomas Luthi really going for the breakaway here, trying to open up a big gap early on as we go down the waterfall for the first time here. Now down towards the Saxon curve. A little bit hot there, but we're going to just about get it sorted out. And lap 1 pretty much sure, so we're close. It's a 7-lap race, I think the longest in terms of laps on the calendar. No race on the calendar has more laps in this one. It's such a short lap as Schrotter gets overtaken and then re-overtakes Marini there. Well, lap 1 is done. Luthi 1.1 ahead. So he's got a good gap already here. Let's see if we can try and respond and try and really, I mean, it's a long race, so maybe it will come to us later on in the tyres, depending on what tyres he selected. I've got to say, Luthi's really got some strong pace here. I've actually got a nice gap to Schrotter in P3. You can see on the minimap there, there's a gap, or there was one before the Saxon curve, but Luthi's pace is just super strong. But you know, like I said, it's still a long race, so it might come to us later on. I've got to try and stay as close as I can to Luthi, and the race might come back to me later on. That was a better lap from me there. We actually took a 10th out of Luthi's gap at the front, so better pace from us. Let's see if maybe that's the start of the change in the race in terms of the tyre difference, and we start to come into our own. I had to concentrate though and really get my head down that lap, and we only found a 10th, so I'm kind of hoping Luthi loses a bit more pace. Definitely starting to catch up now, make big progress towards Thomas Luthi here. The gap is now bigger behind than it is in front, 25-1. Gap now back with inside a second. That was 4/10 we've taken out of Luthi on that lap. Wasn't even a fast lap from me though, like my pace isn't fantastic, it's just Luthi's pace is starting to fade. I think those behind as well, there are more softer tyres, and I'm starting to have the advantage now. Oh, that's a big moment there. A little bit too much curb. Pressure really building now though on the Swiss rider. Just visually you can see how close we are, and just constantly putting that pressure on. Also my tyres are holding up okay. I can see him just drifting all over the place as we go down the waterfall here. Properly within that slipstream range as we go towards the Saxon curve. I'm going to keep it in third gear. That's kind of worked for me in the last couple of laps to find more pace. Look at that, good exit there. I'll take a wider line into the final corner. Try and straighten her up. Get the power down. There we go. Good exit. The wider line pays off. But Luti's going to just about hold on there in the drag race. No way through just yet as we're now 2 laps from the finish. Just giving Luti a light tap there. Tried to get down the inside there, but he just closed me off. He's holding on at the minute for everything he's got. But the pressure's building. I wonder where we can pass him. Just trying to think of the best place. These 2 corners here might be an opportunity because they would take a different line here. Trying to go shallow there, but didn't work out. Luti took a much more narrow line than usual. Down the inside. I'm trying to get down the inside there, but Luti's turning in. He's trying to commit to the corner. This is so close. But we're back where we were last lap. Let's see if we can get the run in these next 2 corners. Better than last lap and try and get the run. Oh dear, that's a big hit. Wow, lucky to not fall off there. That's going to ruin my line through there. Big moment. Big moment. At the final corner then, here we go, good exit. Onto the final lap this time. We're going to try and get on the inside, but Luti just powers back past. Late on the brakes. I'm going to release the brake a bit. I'm hot. Luti just gets underneath. We're going to try and go underneath again though. I'm very shallow though in terms of my line, and I have to get out of it. Last lap of the Grand Prix though, we've got to make it count. Let's see if we can try and line up a pass. I think the Saxon curve is the next obvious destination. Getting the run through the lap, but I reckon I could have another stab before that. If I can keep it nice and tidy through here. Little drift there, take a wider line, come back in shallow. Oh, we're wobbling. We have got the run though. Not close enough though. Luti's pretty good on the brakes into there. Come on, come on. Over the lefts. Let's not hit the wall this time. There we go, power down. As we go through the waterfall one more time. We've got the run here. Do I dare go for it on the brakes? Yes, I do. Slow it down, there we go. Block pass, job done. Penultimate corner overtake. Into the final corner, a little bit wide there. That's going to give Luti the space. Oh no, he's just blocked me off. No, damn it. Wow. Luti just blocked me off there. He returned the favour. I blocked past him into the penultimate corner and he just returned the favour there. Wow, what a battle that was with Thomas Luti there, the veteran of course. Really enjoyed that. That was a good scrap. Just like in Le Mans I had with Marcel Schrotter. Really good scrap. And so 1-3 for Dynovolt. We split them on the podium as we get P2. Jorge Navarro only P7, my championship rival. So that's big news. So let's have a look at the championship then. And there we go, with 15 points clear at the top, 47 clear of Schrotter, and Luti with that win over jumps up 4 places all the way up to P5. And yeah, overall a good race. Good news for the championship as we now got a bit of breathing room. And yeah, overall pretty decent. In terms of the constructors or the team championship, we're P3 still, and Dynovolt cut down the gap to speed up in the top of the table there, and we're sitting pretty comfortable in P3 and a pretty good gap either way. So yeah, all in all a good day's work. We'll now move into the next race in Brno. A bit of a scrap developing here in practice. Now they're all here for it. Let's enjoy it and have a little bit of practice. You can see on the left hand side of the screen at the time threshold of 2:07.0, and you can see on the right hand side on my first lap I've absolutely smashed that. So that's already an early indication that I might have a lot more pace in the AI, especially based off of this battle here, which is where I'm gaining a lot of time on these guys. I'm just kind of watching and seeing how they perform, but I've definitely got a lot more pace in the AI, I think. At least the midfielders. We'll see how we get on when it comes to actual crunch time. But yeah, I'm just trying to find a way past these guys as they do battle. this could be my chance. Just try and get past. Take a wide line. Second gear engaged. Good traction there. Good acceleration. Up the hill. Let's see how late on the brakes we can go. Oh boy, this is awkward. Somehow we got through that. Power down. Let's take a wide line. There we go, then up to the line. Practice program done. And that was a good success. Okay, so currently we are pretty much in the garage. I didn't do the quick lap simulation because based off of the track affinity, we seem to have good enough pace on the mediums. 6 to 7 tenths clear at the minute, and I reckon we're looking pretty comfortable. The gap is looking pretty substantial, and down to P18 there's 1.5 seconds, so I reckon we should be good enough for Q2, and I think we're okay. I don't think we need to use a set of softs and go again, to be honest. I think we're good enough for Q2 already as it is, so yeah, let's jump into qualifying. Okay, so we are into Q2. Others did improve elsewhere, as you can see there. Marquez, Trotter, Baldassari, and of course Thomas Luthi, who won the race last time, did improve. Also Jorge Navarro as well, he's just behind me. So a few improvements, but still it seems like we have good pace. And I haven't even used the softs yet. So for qualifying, I'm tempted to use a soft medium. I think that's going to be the best way to go because the rear tyre does get quite worked out around here. So let's see how we get on then in qualifying. We are absolutely flying here in qualifying. Very strong lap hit. And just following Baldassari's lines as well as he comes into the pit lane. But we're 1.4 up, 1.5 almost on Alex Marquez as we go through the final corner here. Power down. And this should be first place. Here we go then, up to the line. And there we go. Lost a little bit of time on the final sector, but still a 2-minute 3.8. And that is not going to get beaten here today, I don't think. So that's pole position secured, I think, for the Czech Republic GP. Okay, so there we go then, pole position confirmed for the Czech Republic GP here at Brno. We managed to get it by 1.1 seconds over Alex Marquez, but then it's very, very close. Marquez, Bastianini, Luthi, Baldassari and Schrotter all very close, and those 5 riders covered by less than a tenth of a second. Very, very close in the battle for P2, but all in all, our rivals Schrotter and Navarro are P6 and P7, so all in all, a pretty good qualifying for us. Let's see if we can try and convert once again the pole position into another race win. Here we are then on the grid for the Czech GP. There is Alex Marquez, who starts from P2. Recently, he has found a little bit more form than he has over the rest of the season. There is Bastianini, who starts in P3. And yeah, we're going to start from first place. Hopefully we can try and win the race and try and really extend that championship lead going into the second half of the season. There is Fabio Di Gianantonio in P11 as well, so he's way down the order. But first of all, we're going to take care of the tyres. For this one, we're going to run a medium hard once again and play it safe and take no risks. So let's get those tyres on, and there we go, medium hards. And right then, let's get into the race and let's try and secure another big fat W. Here we go then. Clutch. 5 lights. Let's get ready. Lights out and away we go. Let's try and get a good start off the line here. I tried to cut down the first gear a little bit. And Marquez is off the track there as we go down towards turn 1. Right on the outside. A little bit wide there. Bastianini's going to take first place. Power down. That's Schrotter, I think, trying to get down the inside. But so far, P2, good start from us. I think the AI needs to be improved a little bit. They're a little bit too cautious into the first corner. And it's easy for us to regain positions. A little bit hot here into turn 3. We're going to just about get this slowed down though. And settle in P2 behind Bastianini. Let's, again, it's going to be similar to the last race, I think. We're going to build up our confidence on these harder tyres. And then once we find that confidence, we'll start making our moves as Marquez takes P4. So he's recovered from going onto the grass on the start finish straight there. And we're really starting to close up to Baldassari already here. And I've got way more pace, I can tell, than the Italian rider on the Italtrans bike. It's just a matter of when, not if, I'll pass him in this race. Again, it's not important for the championship, but Schrotter's down in P18. I wonder if Schrotter has had a crash, because he was literally down my inside at turn 1. So Marcel Schrotter, one of the championship rivals, down in P18. Big one for the championship. Thomas Luti's P3, so maybe it was Schrotter after all this time, but at an instant it was Luti who actually went down the inside at turn 2. By the way, you see the gap behind us here as we're pulling away from the rest of the pack. Just trying to study Bastianini's lines here and trying to study him for a possible overtake. Good exit there in the 3rd gear. We're going to gain a lot of momentum. And then up this hill is where I'm quite strong. Into the chicane. Taking a wide line on the first one to open up the second one again. And really get that exit. 3rd gear short shift. Power down. But to be fair, Bastianini does get a good exit there. And he's going to hold on. Seems like we're pretty matched up for straight line speed, which is good to see. I'm hot, but I'm somehow going to have a look around the outside here. Oh my god, what a move. Out of nowhere. Fantastic move around the outside. Bastianini trying to come back underneath me there at the final corner, but no way through. And there we go then. We're into the lead of the race at the end of lap 1 here at Brno. 5-lap race. And we're back in front, which is good to see. Let's try and win this race now and try and secure the 25 points. A little bit hot there into T1. We'll get a good exit though as a consequence through T2. And there we go then. Right, let's try and win this race. Open up a gap to Bastianini and try and secure the 25 points. Oh dear. Oh, okay, never mind. Come on, speed up, speed up. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on. First crash, I think, of the entire season that was. And we're way down to P18, so just when it was looking comfortable, I just pushed the brake a little bit too much there and I lost it completely. So, right, we're going to have to recover now. First crash of the entire season in the race. And even in Moto 3 I didn't have many crashes. I think I only had 1 all season, so, or 2 maybe. So, yeah. First crash, let's try and recover here. And try and make up for it. And we've got good pace, so it's not over just yet. Dominic Agata will be the first one to fall. Down the inside of the Swiss rider. Good old block pass there, not letting him get underneath me. Just 1 position off the points now, as we've got Burners there in front of us. Let's try and make a move on him. We've got a good exit there, good straight line speed. We're going to send one on the brakes. A little bit hot again there. Front tyre's really cooking here. That's maybe why I went down, I've just realised. Front is extremely hot, so it's quite sensitive as we go down the inside again here, but we're too shallow. And that's going to allow Burners there to get back past. We're going to have a very compromised line here through the right. Up the hill though, we had good straight line speed before. Let's see if that is true, and there we go. We're actually gaining a little bit on here. It feels weird to overtake a bike on straight line speed. Down the inside. Get that moved on, there we go. Up next, Andrea Locatelli. I think it's Andrea. Might be wrong there. But there we go. Lap 2 draws to a close. Luti sets the pace. We've got a good exit there. We've got the run on Locatelli here on the pit straight. Into T1 then. Let's try and set him up for an exit. Got to be a little bit more careful with that front tyre now because I've realised it's overheating. So there we go. Got the run on him down the inside. Nice move there. And up into P14. Slowly but surely making our way back into the points. A little bit early on the brakes this time into there. I'm still hot. I'm going to use the rear brake to get the bike slowed down a bit because that's where we went down last time. Again, almost went down there. Don't know what it is with the front tyre, but it's not wanting to do a job here today. It's really struggling. It's overheating quite a lot as well. And again, it's actually wearing out more than the rear, which is quite rare. Even though we're running a medium hard, there's not that much, tyre discrepancy. Oh my god. Oof. Big moment there. What's going on? I've just lost all pace and confidence in the race with the harder tyres. The medium front is just not giving me any confidence, but I can't run a soft because obviously we'd be struggling so badly on tyres. So 2 minute 5.0, that's neck and neck with Luti's fastest lap. But here we go then, 2 laps to go. I want to try and at least get into the top 10 to recover some decent points. I've got no idea where Jorge Navarro is, so it's not much of a concern, but I want to make sure we don't finish where we are. I want to make some moves if I can. And Lequana, I want to try and get past him this lap. A little bit early on the brake that time into there, and we're still on the limit. The front tyre at the minute. To say this is a front limited bike and the way it brakes and I'm losing the front, that's a bad sign. I should have maybe run a hard to be honest, which is a big mistake on my end. Hopefully we can try and get past Lequana on this lap though, because I'm starting to run out of tyres here. Using the rear brake now a little bit more to get the bike slowed down. Oh, that was close. He came very wide. I'm going to go very narrow here on the apex and see if we can try and get an exit here. Come on. Nope, still not close enough. Can't seem to make a move on Lequana here. I'm kind of stuck in P14 in a minute. Nowhere to go. That's a good exit, to be fair though. We are going to get the run this time. Down the inside. Good old block pass there. Not letting him back past. And there we go. Finally we make the move. Took me long enough. Now we're behind Marcel Schrotter. Let's try and get past him if we can. Lequana back down the inside there briefly, but doesn't quite work out. We know how fast Schrotter is on the straight. That Dynavolt bike, very rapid. You can see him there really gaining on Sam Lowe's. This time we stay off the outside curb and don't have any moments. As we're going to go on to the last lap of the Grand Prix as Bastiani and Lucia squabbling for the first place. You can see them there just up the road. Everyone's so close, but here we go out the final corner. Onto the pit straight for the final time this race. Here we go, last lap. He's trying to make some moves. Marcel Schrotter really gaining there on Sam Lowe's into T1. He's going to have a compromised line though. He got so shallow. Look at how close everybody is here. Literally anyone can win this race, to be honest. Pretty steady exit there. Again, the rear tyre now starting to let go a little bit as well. Marcel Schrotter's just going to pull away here on this straight. Having a look there. Not quite making the move just yet. Let's see if we can maybe set up a run here out of this right-hander. Using second gear. Good acceleration there from us. But Schrotter's probably the worst bike because it's the quickest one on the straight. Going to take my usual wider line, which will allow me to get back underneath, and we're going to try and sneak in here on Marcel Schrotter. There we go, just try and sneak in and make the move. He's back down the inside though, he's very narrow and he's going to make it work, to be fair. He's going to be wide, so we're going to switch back underneath. Saw that one coming a mile back. Get it down to the apex, come on, let's try and push a top 10 finish here. Last chance saloon. Schrotter down the inside again, then we're going to try and avoid him getting the run on me, and this time we're going to showcase our straight line speed here as we power past Sam Lowe's, and Fernandez taking a very shallow line there. I'm a little bit wide myself. Just use third gear there to take a wide line. Bit of contact there, but we're going to make the move. I'm very narrow into the Le Chicane there, but we're into the top 10. We've made good progress right at the end. Xavi Vierge, the 97. Which is the number I'm running, is the number he's running. 97 versus 97. We've got Gardner and Vierge going side by side here. We're going to see if we can pressure them. Down the inside of the pair of them. Yes, move and a half that is. They both took funny lines and we just completely took them there by surprise. And there we go, we're going to get a top 8 with a crash. That is a good result for us and I'll take that. Baldessari picks up the W. and that's a good finish for us. I'll take 8th place, that's fine by me. Let's have a look at the results, and we've got Baldassarre winning, Alex Marquez P2, Bastianini P3 in the end, Jorge Navarro P4, and Tom Luthi, who was actually looking pretty good, he only got P5 in the end there, Dejan Antonio P6, Marini 7th, and we come home P8 with Chauverge running out the top 9. So a good race in the end, I think, considering the crash. We didn't have that much pace, to be honest. Look at the lap times, it's so close. Everyone lapping with a 2-minute 5.0.1 more or less. In terms of the Riders' Championship, though, the gap is cut down a little bit at the top, but we are still 10 points clear of Jorge Navarro, and then there's quite a gap there to Alex Marquez in P3, so no real damage done, even with the crash. We're looking pretty comfortable. Our first crash of the season, and in terms of the Team Championship, we are P3, and again, looking pretty comfortable there. Flexbox HP40 do close in a little bit, and they're 9 points behind, but still, we're looking good in the Team Championship, and Dynavolt and Speed Up lead the way there. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this episode of the MotoGP 19 Career Mode. If you did enjoy it, then drop a like on the video and get subscribed for daily Formula 1 and MotoGP content, and turn on notifications to not miss a video from me. And finally, guys, check out these 2 videos on your screen if you have missed. Above that, thank you for watching. I'll see you on my next episode very soon, but until then, it's goodbye from me.